La 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 la. Oh, getting ready to get started. Here we go. Who do we got here tonight? Tonight. Jill and Bruner. Draper, how's it going? Strict, what's happening? Sweetie Swag, David's here. Orlando, how are you today? Miss Jill, good evening, good evening. KG, how are you doing? Jim Bibby, what's happening? Freds, what's going on? Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Well, that just sucks. It's just listening to what we have to say. How rude. All right, let's get started this evening. Robert, how are you today? Chipua, Malik, John, Ryan, Jonathan, Williams. Ooh, how's Coles treating you today? Well, let's take a look at Coles. We actually had some concern about Coles today. Now, we had that bad report, which, hey, Jonathan, how you doing? No nickname, how's it going? All right, so we had the bad report on Coles. So what usually happens? Andy, how you doing? Simone, how are you? What software are you using? This is Think or Swim. It's not a software, it's actually a trading platform where we actually trade the stocks. So look at the big drop we had today with Target. Well, because they missed their earnings report. Not Target, with Kohl's. It reminds me of the same as Target. You get that news? Orlando, James, how did you handle the sell-off on Target? I'm on Kohl's. Orlando, I sold my Kohl's yesterday. I got a very nice premium yesterday on Kohl's. Today, big drop. Well, is what it is. That's what they do. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Doc, what's happening? Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. They don't do anything other than going up and down. That's it. Okay, you just figure out where they are, and then you're going to be okay with it. Now, I'm okay with Kohl's being down here because I've had it all year long, well, almost all year round. But I'm a little concerned, not hugely, okay, because it's a good solid company. I don't think they're going anywhere. So as long as the company's still here, still alive, still working, yeah, they'll get back to where it's supposed to be. William bought 200 shares of Kohl's at 14, scalped it at 15.57. Nicely done. Okay, now I'm going to be looking at Kohl's again tomorrow because I like where it is. I'd like to do some dollar cost averaging with Kohl's because it dropped to where it is today. So once it goes back up, a great place to dollar cost average. Now, that being said, let's take a look at some interesting fun stuff. Anybody have anything they want to take a look at, or should I just go to the list and go right off my list? All right, go off my list. Here we go. Somebody suggested yesterday BBY, RTX. Hold that thought. RTX. Interesting. LMND. Is that lemonade? I don't know. Hold that thought. Okay, RTX. Let's take a look. Here's the high. Here's the low. That's a nice run up for the whole year. She shoots up. Now she pulls back right here. She's bouncing right there. 120.89. Now, I'm not even gonna bother looking at this week's returns because this week, well, we got a day and a half. I bought some AGNC. Well, let's take a look at AGNC. AGNC. All right, I wrote that on the list. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. So, RTX. There's the high, 120.89. So we'll be looking at the 121. Look at that. For next week, the 121 is going for 125. That's over 1%. That's what we're looking for. Okay, LMND. Never heard of it. LMND. And then BDY. What the heck is BDY? Okay, if I have to say what the heck is something, it's usually going to be a no. The YouTube chart screen is black. Uh-oh. Thank you for that. Let's find out what's going on. That's what's going on right there. Let's try it again. And there you have it. Alrighty. That better? Santa hat community. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what kind of questions do we have? Invest right. How are you today? Brandon wants to take a look at Altria. M-O. Altria. Are you making any changes for the year-end adjustments? Barrett Daddy. Can you be more specific on what do you mean by that? Are you making any changes for the year-end adjustments? I have no idea what that means. All right, LMD, we already wrote that down. I'm taking a class called Financial Futures and Options. Well, cool beans. I bet you don't teach you what I'm teaching. It's a good stock. Okay, now your idea of a good stock and my idea of a good stock might be two different definitions. Might be. But we'll take a look at it in a little bit, right? But right now we're taking a look at RTX. All right, so we got that 120.89, so most likely I can buy it tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning at 121. Sell the 121s to pick up that 1%. Can we take a look at ExxonMobil? XOM. We'll take a look at it. Simone wants to look at MPW. MPW. Alrighty. So MPW, we'll take a look at that one. And we'll also take a look at ExxonMobil. Right now, let's finish up with RTX. So RTX, the highs here. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. Look at the movement that it made in the last 90 days. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Nice movement. So here we are here. What is it doing? Is it going to the upside or is it pulling back? It looks like she's going to the upside. Right there we go. Here's the last 30 days. Down, up, down, up, down. Now she should be going to the upside. It's a lot slower than it was. But what does she normally do this time of year? Normally, this time of year, this thing just flattens right out. Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of anything now, does it? Take a look at that. Just kind of like flat. Okay, it is what it is. What a good software to start with if you're a full-time worker? Oh, that's a tough one. I like Robinhood because you can use it right while you're going to the bathroom. You know, go to the bathroom, just sneak off, say, okay, make a couple of trades here and there. I've done that plenty of times. Screen inverted. Is it? Oh, it is. Imagine that. I didn't change it. Alrighty. There you go. That better? All right, Marathon. Okay, we'll take a look at Marathon in a little bit, but with RTX, doesn't really do anything interesting or fun. M-A-R-A. We'll take a look at Marathon in a little bit. Better, you like that? All righty. Way better. All right. Yeah, Geraldo. Is it Geraldo or Geraldo? Either way, Kohl's. Yeah, I understand. You got a bad report. Good. Market maker dropped the price. Fine. I jumped in. I bought a bunch this morning to do some dollar cost averaging so I can lower my price. It makes it easy for me to get rid of it. Are you preparing for the year end in any way? Yes, I'm preparing for the year end by changing my schedule. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing this every single night next year. Okay, I am going to take the weekends off. Okay, so Thoughts on Valero, VLO. And Kinder Morgan, KMI. Okay, so we got about 20 stocks to look through at the moment. So if you guys can hold up on the suggestions, it might make it a little easier to get them done with. Your destiny. Do you make a living off of short selling stocks? I don't short sell stocks. Sorry. And I don't make a living anymore. I'm actually retired. So I have hardly any bills, and the amount of money I have invested at 1% per week is perfectly fine for me. Trading wise, your strategy never changes. True. My strategies have been the same for the last 15 years. As a matter of fact, you can go back and look 15 years ago, some of the videos I did. Ooh, wait a second. Hold the phone. We could actually do that. Yeah, go to YouTube just for the fun of it. Why not? Reminisce. Okay, videos. Oldest. First one on our list today is E-House Holdings. Okay, after finally finding its bottom somewhere here in December, the thing makes it a new channel right up in here. In the last 30 days, you see she's sitting right in this channel. So right into the dividend play. Hopefully that's going to be a good one for us. That's almost the exact same thing I say nowadays. But look at the date. March 29th, 2013. That was 11 years ago. Still doing the same thing over and over again. Anyway, it's a little bit different format now than it was then, because we don't have live streaming back then. Those had to be, slides that I had to prepare. That was a pain in the butt back then. I wish my parents taught me. I'm 33 and trying to learn from my kids. Oh, Britt, I hear ya. Trading 1K, got it, good. All right, we're all on the same page. So RTX, let's take a look at what a trade will look like. All right, so let's actually do one with RTX. I like the 121s. Okay, if we're all in agreement, let's do a 121. Here we go. Right there's the 121. I'm just going to do one contract so you get a good idea how much one contract is going to be. At the market first thing in the morning, it should fill up nicely. Whatever wants to take a look at Bank of America. Work out ethics, is that right? Okay. Bank of America, we'll take a look at that one. BAC. All right. So here's what the trade sounds like. You buy one covered call, RTX 100s, those are the weeklies. December 6th, December 24. Well, this week we only have a day and a half. Well, tomorrow, nothing on Thursday, and a half a day on Friday. So the premiums for the rest of this week are going to be horrible. So we're looking at the premiums for next week. See, we get a couple extra days in for next week. All right. Buy one cup called 6 December 24, that's next Friday. The 121 call strike against the RTX stock at the market to open. Now, here's my profit right there, $172 per contract. One contract, two contracts, three contracts. You figure out what's good for you. Now, the profit, 172. Bring up my calculator. 172. And how much is this trade costing? $11,928. Okay, hold on a second. 11,928. And that gives me a grand total of 1.4. I gotta zoom into that one. What is that? If a stock costs $23 and you get 1%, the option must be at least 23 cents. Correct. Do you sell leap options? No, I don't. So the rate of return on this particular trade, can I say one covered call on RTX at the money. At the money is the current price. Okay, the 121. It's paying 172 per contract. That's 1.4% for the week. Yeah, Jake, I can deal with 1.4% a week. You multiply that by 52 weeks, and you do this every week. That's 52 weeks in a year. That's almost 75% in a year. You could double your money in 4 quarters. No, 5 quarters. So that'd be a year and a quarter, or is that 12, 15 months, 15 to 16 months. You can double your money at that rate. All right, let's get out of there. Let's go back to where we started. All righty, so I like RTX. I'm gonna write that one down. Keep my eye on it for next week. All my money's gone for this week, so nothing you can do about that. RTX. All right, so RTX. All right, next on the list is going to be BBY. Ooh, I like that. All right, I had to zoom in and take a quick look. All right, so here we go. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, is she bouncing or is she not bouncing? Don't know. I want to take a look at this. But before we even do, could you sell puts at a low risk? Yes, I could. But I don't teach that here. I teach a simple strategy in only this one. Okay, so it is a beginning. So if you want to do something simple, safe, predictable, and consistent, a covered call against a dividend stock just before they pay their dividend is the simplest, easiest, and safest trading strategy that I know of. So, and it gets about a 1% per week. That's over 50% per year, so why not? All right. Best Buy, currently at 88.40. That means we'll be looking at the 88s. It's a 185. That's well over 1%, even after you subtract the 40 cents off of that. Well, that's a yes. Well, let's do the 88s. See what it looks like. Before we do, Chill Deer. Never heard of it. Okay, Man-Mit Sign. Sing. Is that Sing? Man-Mit Sing. Chill Deer. You actually have to give me the ticker symbol. What about Eli Lilly? Yeah, out of my price range. Sorry. We looked at it yesterday. Still out of my price range. M-U-L-N, Mullen. Never heard of it. M-U-L-N. All right, we'll take a look at M-U-L-N in a little bit. Let me finish up with Best Buy. So here's the high, here's the low. Look at the movement. Up, sideways, down. Up, sideways, up, down, up. Okay. Oh, do you trade? Uh-oh, what is that question? Meme coins too? No. Nope. No coins, no crypto, no thank you. So the last 90 days gives us a good idea of what has happened the last 3 months. Well, the last 3 months, check it out. Here's your high, here's your low. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Look at nice 30-day high here, 30-day bottom there. Let's zoom on in so you get a better look at it. Better look. See, here's your last 30 days. Your 30-day high, yesterday. 30-day bottom, today. Well, look at it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Where do you think it's going next? Now, I like 2 days to the upside. So, what do the numbers look like? The 88s are going for 185. That's over 1%. But before we even think about that, let's see what it normally does during the year. Well, for that, we use the seasonality chart. And for those of you who are new here, don't know what a seasonality chart is, it's one whole year. January 1st over there, December 31st right there. The blue line is this year. Look, up, down, is where we are. This red line represents 10 years. What has it done on average every single year over the last 10 years? Well, here you go. Sideways for a little bit, then right the second quarter, the end of the second quarter, beginning of the third and fourth quarter goes to the upside. Well, that's where we are right now. We're in the end of the fourth quarter. Let's get back out of here. All right, there we go. Slide to the left. Slide to the, all right, so that being said, I like Best Buy. Why not? All right. FSS. What the heck is FSS? FSS. Federal Signal Corporation. No. I don't know who came up with that one. BBC. That was from last night also. That's a no. Dingo. Really? What the hell is Dingo? Isn't that a meme coin? AMGN. Amgen. Okay. Well, let's take a quick look at Amgen and see what we see. Sully wants to take a look at General Motors. I like General Motors. Hunter. QMCO. What the heck is QMCO doing? I got a better question. QMCO. And Miss Yang wants to take a look at Riot. R-I-O-T. I actually have some Riot. Your TikTok keeps freezing. I can't do anything about that. Okay, I'm here in Florida. I'm not having an issue here. All right, that being said, let's keep on keeping on. All right, so Amgen. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was. Look at this movement. I want to see this right here. What happened today? Uh-oh, got a good question here. Orlando, what do you got? It's not a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket. How many shares do you ideally buy to get the 1%? Can you elaborate? Orlando, that's a good question. Hold that thought. Rick, CMI. What the heck is CMI? Okay, LMND went up 200%. Okay, not quite sure if that means anything to me, but all right. Let's go back to AMGN, can we? All right. The last 90 days. That's what it's done for the year. Last 90 days. Okay, here's our high, here's our low. Look at the movement. Sideways down, sideways down. Now she's bouncing up today. Big wake-up call. Okay, big wake-up call today. She was in a nice movement. Okay, last week was a 30-day bottom. 1, 2, 3 days the upside. Monday looked like it would have been perfect. What happened between Monday and Tuesday? I don't know. Well, it seemed to have dropped. So I want to keep my eye on this one. 279, the 280s. Nice. AMGN. Okay, I like that one. Now, I like the movement because I want to keep my eye on this. Because as soon as that turns around 2 days, it's going to go back to the upside. That's where I want to jump in. I want to jump in as it's forming a new bottom. Pause due to poor connection. What a bummer. No cash. What's happening? How you doing over there? All right, so I like Amgen. What is that? N-U-K-I. Nookie? What the heck is that? That's nothing. A-M? Well, A-M. Antero's a no. Macy's. Okay, Macy's is a good one. Alrighty. Well, here we go. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where it was. This is where it is. Look at the movement. Up, sideways, down, sideways. We're at 15.91. The 16s are going for 41 cents. That's about 3.5%. No, sorry, 2.5%. I like that one. All right, so let's take a look. A year ago, we're at 14.55. The high of the year, 22. Was that 22? What was it? $21.60. That's the high of the year, and that was back in the end of March. From there, well, last 90 days, there's our bottom right there. But look at the movement in the last 90 days. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Nice. Look at where we are now, right here. This baby's coming back down. Okay, you had a big drop last week, then a big increase last Friday. Okay, Now today and yesterday, profit taking. Yang. Oh, what is that one? What is a good penny stock? Sorry, Yang, I don't do penny stock. Sorry. IEP, hell no. Dude, have you seen the dividends on IEP? Take a close look at the dividends. See how crappy they are from the very beginning when they first started paying dividends to where they are today. They kept cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting the dividends so you get to where you are now. And then take a look at the yield. How much are you making by putting your money into IEP every year? Seriously, take a look at it. All right, last 30 days. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now it's coming down. Plain to see. That was Macy's. Oh, someone wants to look at AT&T. Definitely no. Way too close to the high. See, the high was yesterday. Now it's coming back down. You keep freezing up. It's not cool. Dude, it's got nothing to do with me. Oh, Big Jit, you trust Icon, huh? Good for you. I took a look at the numbers and I said, hell no. I just do Zoom calls to make profit. Okay, that's wonderful too. I do Zoom calls about Zoom calls if anyone needs help. Alrighty. Yep, keeps freezing. I even changed devices. Sweetie Swag, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you know, I'm in the exact same spot I was every single night. Okay, the only thing that changes is maybe Mercury and Venus aren't quite aligning with the other stars to make the good, what is that, astrological signs? I don't know. Some weird stuff. All right. Dollar General. Let's take a look at Dollar General. Interesting. Okay. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's what was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, big drop, down, bouncing off the bottom here. 74.70. So we're looking at the 75s. Wow. That can't be right. That can't be right. That's like 6%. I have 500 Tesla shares. What do you think the next step for Tesla? Okay, Yang, I don't do Tesla. Tesla's the no for me because they don't share any dividends. No dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. I don't like Tesla only because they don't have dividends. They don't share their profits. It's actually that simple. All right, Dollar General, a year ago, 124, topped out in mid-March. What did you buy Tesla? I didn't buy Tesla. Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking to someone else. Okay, the high was there mid-March. There you go. It had a big drop from 122 in the late August. It dropped all the way down to 78. Goes from 122 to 78 in August. Wow. And then she just kept on dropping. Found the bottom, was it last Wednesday? Thursday, Friday, both up. Monday up. 170. Cool. Okay, yesterday was up higher, but today she pulled back. Why? You think Wolf Speed has a chance at shooting up again? I don't know. I don't follow that company. Disconnecting very frequently. Oh, that's not good. We the people. Target. Ooh, let's take a look at Target. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to shut down and then reboot. So don't go anywhere. Y'all come back now, you hear? Tell them to switch to YouTube. Probably a good idea. Disclose live as sponsored content. Your live will be disclosed as sponsored content because you have added products from other brands. Wow. I have no sponsored content. Whatever. My opinion. Okay, I didn't hear what your opinion was on, so let's check that one out. When a stock gives out dividends, that means the company does not have new innovation in plans. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I'm going to disagree with you for a moment or two. And here's the reason why I'm going to disagree with you. Okay, let me just get this camera set up over here. Come on. There we go. And we're back. There we go. We're back. Gonna get ready. Hopefully, Sweetie Swag's that better? Hopefully, it doesn't have that glitchiness. So, I'm going to disagree with you, Mr. Yang, only because the very first dividend stock company in 1602, their agreement with the people, their investors, is they would share in the profits. Okay, that's what a dividend is, a share in the profits of the company. So if the company's profitable, they share the profits with the investors. That's the main reason why investing in the first place. We basically have two kinds of companies. Those that share their profits. Uh-oh. Yang, so you made around 85,000 Tesla. Okay, whatever. Having a conversation without me. All right, that works. All right, so let's go back to where we were. So Dollar General, she's bouncing off the bottom here, and now she's at 74.64. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. Small caps are going to fund next year. Yep. Looks like it's working better now. All right. Whatever-ish, Bank of America, it is on our list. We got like 6 more to go before we get to Bank of America. It's on the list. Okay, just takes a while to get there. All right, so that's Dollar General. I like it, but I would like to see what happens tomorrow. Okay? Thursday, Friday, Monday, all 3 up days in a row, and today was a down day. Why? VLO, Denny Valero is on the list. We're going to be taking a look at that in a little bit. All right, so that's Dollar General. I like it. I do. AGNC. Where we looked at AGNC. All right, here it goes. Lemonade. LMND. 50. Wow, that is a nice premium. That's a big jump. Okay. LMND. LMND. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. All right. To sell your shares before then to someone you think their future dividends will be higher. Okay. What were you saying about the type of company? Oh, there's 2 different types of company. One pays a dividend, which is sharing their profits. The other ones take all the profits and put it back into the company for capital growth. We're not looking for capital growth. Okay, we're looking for a safe, predictable, consistent cash flow. Now, Lemonade has no dividends, so that's going to be a no. And you're right, it did have a nice move. Okay, look at the movement that it made. Okay, kind of a scary move. Okay, it's like 15 bucks for almost all of last year. A nice tight channel. Now she jumped from 15 all the way up to 49. Can it sustain that? I don't want to find out. I'm at that point in my life where I don't want to take risks. Risks are not good for me, you know? I have X amount of dollars and that's it, and I really don't feel like going back to work. Enron, Disney. Enron, how are you today? You've been hanging out a couple times. Mobile. All right, Aiden, you actually got to give me a ticker symbol for that. Is that Exxon Mobil? That's XOM? All right, so I don't like Lemonade. Doesn't have enough history, and it has no dividends at all. So that's a no. Sorry. BDY. Who came up with BDY? BDY. Bradley Pharmaceuticals. No options, no thank you. Altria. No. That was quick, wasn't it? It's at the high of the year. No. Can we look at ExxonMobil? Funny thing. ExxonMobil is actually next. See? See? ExxonMobil's next. XOM. Interesting. Alrighty. There's the high of the year. There's the low of the year. Okay, she went sideways with a little dip. Shoots up, goes sideways. Has a little peak right there at 126. Whoa, but now we're at 117.97. So the 118s, see that? The 118s are going for 163. That's well over 1%. That looks good to me. Does it show dividends on the information? Where do you find it? Oh, where do I find information on the dividends? Right here. Okay, Yahoo Finance. Okay, over here to the left-hand side, historical data. Historical data, dividends only. There are no dividends in the selected time period. That means the company has no dividends at all. Calvin Hill, how are you? Johnny B, what's happening? Max, Benzo, Macho Man Randy Savage, what's happening? Luke and Mao Ox. Okay. Taylor James, what's happening? LT, Lieutenant, what's happening? Rob Ruccia. Ruccia, is that right? Okay. Anyway, let's go back to where we were. Back to the way we were. Okay. ExxonMobil is next. Oh, actually, we're looking on it right now. Here we go. A year ago, we're at 104. We bottomed out in the third week of January at 95.84. Shoots up, pulls back. Look at this. Shoots up again. There's the high of the year at 126.34. Why do some companies have dividends and some don't? Jay, that's a good question. Okay, there's only two types of companies. Well, actually, there's three types of companies. There's your private companies, which we can't invest in. That's why they're called private. Okay, then the other two companies are dividend-paying companies and non-dividend-paying companies. Okay, there's 9,743 companies available. What's your highest cash value in stocks? I have no idea what that question means. But now, the profits of the company, there's two different companies. Profits of the companies, one, are invested back into the company for capital growth. That's called a capital growth stock. He does options, and he doesn't like to hold stocks for more or longer than a week. Okay. So you have your capital growth stocks, which do not pay dividends. They do not share their profit. They just take all the profits, put it back into the company for capital growth. So the company grows faster. Now, dividend stock companies are called, what do you call them? Wait a minute. Income producing companies. They share the profits with the investors. So if the company is profitable, you get the benefit of collecting a portion of the profits through what is called a dividend. Hannah, thank you for that. That was very nice of you. So anyway, that's ExxonMobil. Let's take a look. The last 90 days, what has this done? Look at the high, the low. Okay, down, up. Ooh, look, where is she going? She's going to the downside at the moment. Look at that. Okay? Can't really mistake that for anything else. It's a downtrend at the moment. Now, I like to do weekly option. Buy on Monday, be out on Friday. Sometimes I go for 2 weeks. Be on Monday, be out on Friday. That's my idea. A safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. So let's keep on going. That's ExxonMobil. MPW is next. Miss Simone wanted to take a look at it. MPW. Now, I do have me some MPW. All right. Here's our high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, sideways, up, down. Here we are, 426. 429, the 450s are going for not quite enough. This one just doesn't work this week. The numbers just don't work. Yay, if you're losing for a small cap, if you're looking for small cap, that's yeah. So what? Did you really just suggest SoFi? What the hell are you thinking? All right. I'm going to disagree hugely with SoFi. No, no dividends, no thank you. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your next big challenge and I will help you win it. What are you looking for on the option table when you say 1%? SoFi is purely a growth stock. Yeah, you have fun with that. I don't like it. Okay, I'm not looking for growth. I'm looking for cash flow. All right. What am I specifically looking for? Well, if the stock price is $4.29, 1% of $4.29 is 4 cents. Okay? $100 stock, 1% of $100 stock is $1. So whatever you're looking at, the buy price, okay, $4.29, 1% is 4 cents. So at the $4 strike price, it's 25 cents, but you're losing 29 in front, so it's going to be a negative number. No thanks. What to do with coals? Ron Burgundy, how are you today? Well, here's the thing, Ron. Remember rule number 1, never buy something you do not want to hold on to or you don't understand. If you bought coals and she went down, well, that's what stocks do. Okay, you get a bad earnings report, stock goes down. Now, stock went down for me too. I just bought some more because I wanted to lower my cost basis. And coals hasn't been this low in all year long. So is it going to stay down? No. Most likely it's going to turn around and go back up again. At that point, I can get out of it quicker because I lowered my cost basis. Patience is a virtue. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. Next on the list is Marathon. M-A-R-A. Okay. Here's our high back in February. A year ago is the bottom. The bottom of the year, a year ago, 1076. The top was 3409, and that was the end of February. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, here's your high, here's your low. Nice movement, nice steady predictable movement. Stephen, so if you lower cost basis, the shares you sold below cost are not a loss in your book since your dollar cost average brought the average price down. Exactly. You're catching on, Stephen. It's not that difficult. James, you still remember my question 15 minutes ago? No, Orlando, sorry, I don't. What was it? K-View. Jason wants to look at K-View. Never heard of it. K-V-U-E. Orlando, you want to share with me that question again? Sorry, I get wrapped up in things. We the People wants to take a look at Target. TGT. It's on the list already. EPD. Isn't EPD a note? Didn't we already look at that the other day? All right. So, Marathon, the last 30 days. Okay, down, up, down, up. Now she's coming down. All right, so it's a 30-day high right there. Your 30-day bottom back on the 4th. So from the 4th to yesterday, well, now it's going to be the profit taking. Save a train wreck, please. S-A-V-A. S-A-V-A. Reggie Bo Jackson, what's happening with Dell? Ooh, we'll take a look at Dell in a little bit. So right now, Did I look at Walmart already? I usually don't, because Walmart is at what it was a high this year. All right. Anyway, that's Marathon. I like Marathon. Look at it. The 25s are actually paying $2.30 a share. That's 5%. Sorry, I'm writing Marathon down. I like 5%, and I like Marathon. All right. So I don't mind owning Marathon at the $25 area. All right. Next on the list is Valero, VLO. All right. There's our high at 185. That was Orlando. How many shares do you buy each week to make the 1%? How do you divide your money? Please elaborate in detail. Thanks. Oh, well, that's an easy one. Everything is, I'd like to say I keep everything even. It doesn't always work that way. Even with my greatest intentions. If I had 100,000, I put 20%, 20%, 20%, 20% in 5 different positions. But considering they all don't balance out at the same rate, some I have to hold for a week, some I hold for 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so once this one goes from 20,000 to 21, 22, 27, yeah, that's no longer balanced out. But I try to keep them as balanced as possible, and I try not to have more than 5 positions in each account. Hopefully that answered your question. All right, so there's a high right there. That was back in the beginning of April, 184. And then she just kept dropping and dropping. These are the last 90 days. Look at that. Up, down, up, down. Now she's going down again. All right, what does that mean? Okay, Reg, VLO. I don't know who wanted VLO. I forget who that was. But we'll look at Dell in a minute there, Reg. Hold up. So VLO is actually coming down. So this would be maybe something interesting next week. Andy, Mara is not Marathon. It's Marathon Holdings. You're thinking of Marathon Oil. There's Marathon Oil and Marathon Holdings. What were we just talking about? Oh, VLO for next week. No, that's 2 weeks. Wait a minute. Wait. It's already written down for next week. All right. Okay, didn't look at Walmart yet. Hold on. Kinder Morgan is next. KMI. No. That was quick, wasn't it? VTI. Maravelli Life Science. LM. Let me know what you think. Maravi Life Sciences. Yeah, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol because I've never heard of that company. VTI. Now we come to Bank of America. Bank of America. Somebody asked me for this twice tonight. Oh, hell no. That was quick, wasn't it? Mullen. M-U-L-N. Hell no. General Motors. Interesting. That's going to be a no. Sorry. Lilac, Liberty Liberty Global and Telecom. Steve Johnson, I never heard of them. Gregory Paul Gant, hell no to O. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time on it this evening. All right. QMCO. What the heck is QMCO? Yeah, hell no. Riot. Ooh, I like Riot. I actually have some Riot. All right. Lilac. What is that? L-I-L-A-K. L-I-L-A-K. Never heard of Lilac. M-R-V-I. M-R-V-I. Interesting. Rob Burgundy. Did you like that plane? Wasn't that pretty? Coles took a dive today, but I walked away with 5% for a covered call this week. DG, way to go. Philip Morris, that's just PM, not PMI. Alrighty. I see the new t-shirt in your future. Hell no to O. That's a good one, Reg. Hell no to O. GL, Goldman Sachs. GS, Goldman Sachs. All right, where are we now? Oh, Riot. Now, I do have some Riot, just to let you guys know. I'm not biased or anything. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. It was last year at 11.50, now it's at 11.17. So everything that happened throughout the year kind of come and gone. Okay, when stocks go up, stocks go down. But look, last year, 11.11. Exact same spot it was last year, a year ago. All right. The high of the year, 1880. That was back at the end of December. The bottom, I'm yawning, I'm getting tired. The bottom, 619. That was the first week of September. Look at that move. Nice upward move. 30-day high. 30 days ago, we opened up at 1023. We bottomed out 872. That was that the 4th of November? Okay, a week later, there's the top, 1587. Look at the pullback to where we are now. Okay, unfortunately, Riot is a little bit of a downturn at the moment. So it's going to keep coming down until it finds its bottom. Now, I have some of it too, so I'm feeling the pain just like you are. Okay, it's going down, but I like Riot. It's giving me a nice premium every single week. Okay, this week I got a nice premium on it also. Where it ends up, who knows? We'll find out. CMI. Nope. Target. I've been wanting to see Target all day because of what it did the other day. All right. Take a look at that big drip. Big dip. They call that a black swan. It pops up every quarter. Or do you let them expire? Orlando, I let them expire as often as I can. All right. Look at the movement, though. Up, down, nice. Nice movement, big drop. She shot up yesterday, just like we thought it was going to do. But today it pulled back. I don't know why. APLD. What the heck is APLD? All right, we'll take a look at it. Next on the list, Disney. DIS. No. Okay? That 30-day high. No, thank you. I don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right. Next on the list, K-View. Who came up with K-View? K-V-U-E. Kenview. No. Okay. It's at a 30-day high. Target didn't meet earnings per share. We the people, yes, I know that. That's why the big drop. I love a big drop because it usually bounces right off the bottom. All right. Next on the list, EPD. I don't know. Do I like EPD? I don't even remember who they are. Yeah, that's going to be a no. All right. Reason why, look at where it is. I don't like buying at the high of the year. Crypto Cowboy. Charizard. Ooh, I like Charizard. I choose you. Ah! I don't know if anybody gets that one. He should. All right, so EPD, no. Next on the list, SAVA. Who came up with that one? SAVA. Cassava Sciences. Interest. Holy shit, what happened there? You see that? Look at that big ass drop. From 27 goes all the way down to 3. That's a huge drop. Why is that? I don't have it. I don't have it either. I've never heard of them. Well, actually, I have. Somebody asked me about them a while ago. So, that's a no. Dell. Let's take a look at Dell. Interesting. Unfortunately, it's at a 30-day high. They failed the research and gave up. That would do it. All right. See, Dell is at a high. Nice movement, though. Look. Nice movement. Okay. But now it has profit taking. Now it's time for profit taking. How far until it's done? Now, I'm going to write Dell for 2 weeks from today. We'll take a look at it again. And it's already written down 2 weeks from today. It's already wrote it down. So, it's already there. All right, that was Dell. Walmart. WMT. Hell no. That was quick. VTI. Hell no. Lilac. Lilak. Interesting. No, I don't do monthlies. MRVI. MRVI. Wow, life sciences. No. DMI. Morgan Stanley. No. MRVL. Marvel. No. Goldman Sachs. We only have 2 left. Goldman Sachs. GS. No. Last but not least, APLD. Applied Digital. No. Okay, Dell, big drop after hours today. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, Abbas Ali, CLSK. What is that? CLSK. Okay, interesting. Okay, now let's see how many dividends does this company pay out. What was it again? CLSK. CLSK. There are no dividends. How do you know what pays a monthly dividend versus a yearly dividend? Jake, what was that? Ramasan? Okay, Ramasan. Okay, how can I tell between, okay, right here. Let's get out of that. There you go. There's the dividends right there. Whenever they pop up, if they pop up once a year, that's a yearly dividend. If it pops up 4 times a year, that's a quarterly dividend. If it shows up every single month, that's a monthly dividend. It's actually that easy. It's really not that difficult. All right, next on the list, we did it. The list is done. Okay, let's go over the ones we found last week. What is a good dividend run? I don't know. MU, Micron. Interesting. Okay, here's our high, here's our low, where we were. Amy, how are you today? Last 90 days, look at that movement. Nice. Okay, so she's coming a little bit of a pullback. So maybe next week is Micron. Not this week. PNC. There you go, PNC. Nope. CVS. Interesting. Last 30 days. Yep, she's turning around, coming back down. So we'll take a look at that one next week. Exhausted. Long day of GC, a fix and flip. I'll be listing soon. Glad to be here. Amy, alrighty then. Whatever-ish, mRNA. Okay, mRNA. Here we go. Moderna. All right, interesting. Here's our high right here, 170, back in May. Okay, the bottom of the year just recently at 34.88. Well, last year this time we were at 77.94. Nice rise to the top. Now we're sinking all the way to the bottom. Last 90 days. There's the high. Here's our low, which is 2 days ago. KJ Travel, we already looked at target. Tony Hawk, SMCI, hell no. Orlando, did you say last week that NEP doesn't make money, pays a huge dividend? NEP? What is NEP? We'll take a look at NEP in a minute. Amy, what's your most favored in your current portfolio, and are you comfortable sharing what you gross? Well, Amy, that's a tough question. Well, we all know my number one stock this year is Macy's. Okay, and what do I gross? I make over 1% per week. So whatever you think my portfolio is, yeah, 1% of that on a weekly basis. Let's keep on keeping on. Last 30 days. 30 days ago, we were up 52.83. 2 days later, there's our 30-day top, 57.69. From there, thank you, Miss Amy. Okay, and she drops, our bottom was 2 weeks ago on the 15th, 35.80. She went sideways for a bit, went up, now she's pulling back. So I'd be wanting to hold off a second or two with Moderna. 42s, nice, mRNA. We're writing that down for next week, so we'll take a look at it next week. Dow. Ooh, we don't look at Dow that often. Ooh, this one looks interesting. A year ago, we opened up at 51.36. The high of the year was in the first week of April, 61. And the low was just recently, 5 days ago. Last Wednesday. So Wednesday was an up day. Hold on. Last 30 days. 30 days ago, 51. She drops to 43. Okay, shoots up 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And today looks like some profit taking started. All of that, a little bit of bad news. One way or the other, there was a little bit of a pullback today. What does Dow normally do this time of year? Well, this time of year, looks like she's going to dip a little bit more right into the beginning of next month. Okay, she's going to dip a little bit more, and she can go sideways and then to the upside by the end of the year. So it's not that bad if you think about it for the last month. All right, let's change this up a little bit. Nike. NKE. Now I do have some Nike, just to let you know. Bro, what do you think about Jasmine coin? JK, I don't do coins at all. Sorry. I'm going to say that's a no for that one. All right, so Nike, our high was back in late December last year, 123.75. She had a big drop just before the Olympics. Okay, and she hit a bottom in the beginning of August. It's $70. Okay, last 30 days. Okay, last 30 days. 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Last Wednesday was the 30-day bottom. Thursday, Friday, and Monday, 3 up days in a row. But look at it gapped up on Friday, gapped up on Monday. Today it pulled back. Oh, more than likely it's probably going to be profit taking, because she went from 72 to 80, and 72 to 80 is $12 on a $70 stock. That's what, 12, 14%, something like that. Whatever-ish. You want to take a look at Pfizer. PFE. Let's take a look at NEP first. Someone said something about NEP today. Nextera. Oh, Nextera is no, because it has monthlies. I don't like monthlies. PFE. Pfizer. Ooh, nice bounce for Pfizer. Take a look at that. Right here. All right, so a year ago, we're at 30. Okay, we topped out at 31.50. That was back in the end of July. From there, she drops and gets a new 30-day bottom just last week. Well, let's zoom into that and take a look. Okay, there you go. Last 30 days for Pfizer. 30 days ago, we were at 28.50. Then we went up to a little over 29. Dropped right around 24.50, bounced off of that. Today is a 1 day to the backside. What happened today? What about Tesla? I have 4 shares. I don't like Tesla. They don't share their dividends. They're going to be a no for me. But if you like them, hey, more power to you. You know? All right, that was Pfizer. Next on the list, Applied Materials. Irish 3 Diddy. Irish King 3 Diddy. Cool. Hollywood, what's happening? What's cracking? Not much, dude. Okay, Applied Materials. Let's take a look. There's a high of the year right there, 256. Bottomed last year, the end of November at 144. She shoots up, pulls back, back up, back down. Look at the bounce off of this down here. The last 90 days. She shoots up, she pulls back, goes sideways for a little bit, drops, and then she's going to the upside. Well, that sounds good, but the last 2 days, actually the last 3 days, have been pulling back. So it might be, and it's still in a downtrend. If you don't, you know, if it's counting right here, look at that. Okay, she's in a downtrend still. So wait till it finds a new bottom before you jump into that one. Irish King 3 Diddy, Microsoft, MSFT. MSFT. Interesting. The bottom of the year was about a year ago, 362. Tops out the year back in the beginning of July. And she drops back up, back down, back up. That nice movement. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, big drop, back up, back down, back up. She's going to the upside. How much further can she go from here? Your 30-day high is right up here. Okay, but in a couple of days, when that drops off, this will be the new 30-day high right there. So there's not much room there, but there is up here. So as the days tick away, so are the days of our lives. Hollywood, you want to take a look at Paramount, huh? P-A-R-A. Interesting. The high of the year last December, 1752. The bottom of the year, right in the beginning of July, and that was, what, around 950, somewhere in that area. Look at the last 30 days. is the last 30 days. 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. Haseen Malik, ICAD. Really? What the heck is ICAD? We'll take a look at that in a minute. Hold on. Okay, she shoots up. The top is on the 11th. That was a couple of weeks ago. Drops back down, back up, back down. Yep, she's in a little bit of a downturn at this moment in time. Paramount might be good sometime next week. PARA. Wrote it down. Take a look at it next week. ICAD. What is so good about ICAD? ICAD. Okay, that's going to be a no. Terribly sorry. What about Ford and the new changes? Amy, I have no idea what you're talking about, the new changes. Capybara. That name sounds familiar. Why does Capybara sound familiar? Okay, Amy wants to take a look at Ford. Okay, the high of the year, 1485. That was in mid-July. The bottom of the year was the end of July at 947. Since then, look at the movement. Nice, predictable movement. Now it's coming to the downside. All right, is what it is. Amy, there should be an increase in production and profits. There should be, but until there is, there's nothing really we could do about it. My tea was lovely. It'd be really nice if I had something to drink, but I don't have anything to drink. Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. All right, so Ford yesterday was the high of the 30-day period. Okay, the low was back here a couple of weeks ago. What, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago was the bottom. Okay, yesterday was the top. Now she's coming back to the downside. That's basically what I get out of that one. Purpose and a Helena. Okay, I can't read that one. I'll just call you Helena. All right. Image is ripping. Image is ripping. RNNN. Okay, all right. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Next on the list, AEO. AE. American Eagle Outfitters. Interesting. I'll be paying attention to them and GM in the next few weeks. I don't blame you. Sounds like a good plan. All right, so AEO a year ago had the bottom at 1650. A couple of weeks later, right on the first week of first week of March, there's our high, 2644. From there, she's kept on dropping. Last 90 days, interesting. Here's a drop right there. Here's your last 30 days. Okay, we open up at 1989. 3 days later, there's our top, 2048. We bottomed out last Thursday. So Friday and Monday were both up days. Well, that's a good thing. Today, she pulled back. All right, not quite sure to make out of that one, but it should have been an invitation to jump in. But no, she pulled back today. Why? I'd like to find out why. Okay, next. Next on the list, AVGO. AVGO. Broadcom, interesting. Resna. How you doing, Resna? Okay, a year ago, we're at 89.66. Okay, the high was a couple of weeks ago at 186.42. She dropped, retraced, dropped, retraced, dropped, retraced, dropped. Now we're going to the upside very slowly. So AVGO at 165, the 165 is going for 380. Well, let me write that down. A VGO. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Daryl Blaine Miller. Are you shitting me? QQQ. Dude, do you even read? Seriously. I'm serious. Do you read the financial information on something before you buy it? Okay, so the Q's is up. Look at the movement. Okay, 509. Nice, interesting, fun, dandy. Let's go over to Yahoo Finance and put the Q's in there. QQQ. All right, first and foremost, Q has a whole bunch of dividends, but let's check on the consistency of how well they increase. Let's go all the way back to 2000. Okay, 38 to 4 to 10 to 3 to 2 to 5 to 3 to 4 to 3 to 5, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 7, 5, 9, 9, 11, 8, 12, 10, 16, 5, 11, 14, 20, 37, 16, 22, 27, 37, 21. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all it is. No consistency in the increase. But wait, it does get worse. Summary. Let's check out the number. Am I reading that right? Can you, Daryl, can you see that? Does that say, is that my imagination, or does that say 0.63? So for every $100 you put in, you get 63 cents. Not even a buck. 63 cents for every $100 you put in. AMD, sorry, Advanced Micro Devices, no dividends, no thank you. Okay, did you hear me? AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, no dividends, no thank you. So no. I'm very picky on the stocks that I invest in. Daryl, you know, I wish you luck, brother. I really do. If you're serious about investing your own money, you really, really should check into the numbers of whatever entity you place your money. Get your money, figure out who has the best scenario for you. How much time and effort do you want to put into it? Okay? Sometimes people spend more time planning a family barbecue than they do their own personal finances. Don't be that person. Spend some time. Look at the finances. Consider how much time you want to spend with your finances. What are you in RN? Or what am I in right now? Oh my goodness, I get way too many to go over. Seriously. Right now, what do we got? Advanced Auto Parts, Harley Davidson, Intel, Macy's, MPW, Riley, Walgreens, CVS, Halliburton, Home Depot, Kohl's, Apple. Yep, that's about it. All right. All right, you guys, I hate to do this, but I can't focus anymore. Can't keep burning the candle at both ends. Just got to lay down and rest and take some time off. But we'll do this again tomorrow. I'm really tired. Thanksgiving is coming. Got a lot to do within the next couple of days. So I'm going to quit early tonight. Sorry. It just has nothing to do with you guys. We got a day and a half left. We have all day tomorrow, and then we have a half a day on Friday. More than likely, I'll be here on Thanksgiving night. I'll be here tomorrow night, and I'll be here Thanksgiving night. Have a great night, Paul. Probably have a heart attack seeing my portfolio. I bought Lowe's during COVID, and there's something. Thanks, dear. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, everyone. My eyes just won't focus, so I'm going to bed. All right. Stop that and go there. Okay. You guys, see you in the morning. See you tomorrow.